Hello friends, welcome to the part 14 of this tutorial series. In this part, we will start refactoring some of these methods present in the post service, and we'll create some additional methods for our need. So starting with the create method here. So this create method, right now we are using the ID number 1, but we would need this ID to come from the authenticated user. So for that, I'm gonna accept a second parameter, that's the user parameter of type user. Right, so this parameter should come from the controller, and based on this user variable, I'm going to use the ID that is present inside that user object. So once you do this, I'm going to close all the other stuff here. And just to let you know that I actually added the methods here in the category service, because these are very simple methods. We will not be doing any complex stuff here. So as I'm simply using the find method here find one, okay, like that. I'm not doing any complex operations here. So you will find this code in the final uh, GitHub repo. So make sure you check this code there. It's pretty simple and following the same concepts that we learned till now. So closing this, all this stuff here, except for the post controller and post service. So I have to go to the post controller, and we see a red squiggly here because this expects 2 arguments now. And to get the second argument, I'll use another decorator here. It is the req request decorator that will come from my nest.js common package. Right, so I'll give it a name as req, and this will be of type request. So make sure you import this request from the express package, and that is imported here. If you don't do it, it will not be the correct one. So now this is a type of request coming from express, and this would eventually have the user property here, okay, that we will attach after authentication. But right now we are getting a red squiggly here, so let's annotate it as user. All right, and it says the user does not exist on type request, so we'll temporarily suppress it with ts ignore. Okay, and save the changes. Okay, there you go. So now let's quickly work on the other methods. The other method that I want to update is the find all. It's the biggest method of all. So I'll simply remove this code from here, and in the function I expect a query string. Okay, it will be of type string. So it will be like this: http localhost 5000/post, then a question mark, then let's say sort ascending, and slug equals to title, or I mean, let's say uncharted, like that. You can use title also, matching any keyword. So this, or first post. Okay, so this is the format of a query string. So we'll store this in a constant variable, and we'll not use the find method, but we'll use the create query builder function here. Okay, and we'll give it an alias, so post, and here we also want to use left join and select the category. So this post is the alias that we defined here. So I have to first define the alias, then you can use it. Okay, And let's also give this an alias of category. Also, I would need the user. So again, post.user, and the alias will be user. So once that is done, now we have to check if query is present or not. So the way we do is by using the object. This is the object class, I believe. The object variable, yeah, it's class. It's an inbuilt JavaScript class. So we'll use the method that is keys, and we look for the query here. This query. So if it has got a length, if it has got a length which is not equal to 0, because we are negating it here, and query dot constructor is equals to an object. So basically this should be an object. This should if it is not an object, then this condition would fail, and we know that the query is empty. So if it is empty, let's say what we want to do, we want to simply return this dot my query, or simply not this, or return my query dot get many. So this method will actually execute the command and get you the result. And since this is an async method, you have to await this database query. Now within the if block, we'll check if title key is present. So I'm not in my actual demo I used Slug, but then later I thought title would be a better choice. So let's stick with title. So I'll use if. So first of all, let me define a variable that is query keys. Okay, so all the keys present in the query string. So I'll extract it using the object.keys method, and will pass in the query. This is to get the keys of the query string. So now we can check. So query keys dot includes. So this will be an array. As you can see, it's a array of string. So if it has the title in it, so let's use the where clause, and post.title is like my title. So this is the way you can define a placeholder variable here. Okay, and the value of this placeholder you can define inside the curly braces. That's for the parameters, and have to use title, and this name should match the variable name here. Title should be, I'll use the backticks here, and this is the JavaScript way to write variables inside a string. Okay, this is the like query here, percentile this, and this should end with the percentile also, percentile value percentile. Okay, that is all for the title. Next, I will check if the sort key is present. We will sort by title field only in our project. So if query keys dot includes sort, then my query will be ordered by ordered by post dot title, and we want to get the value of the sort key and make it to uppercase. So it should be like ASC or DESC, because SQL doesn't accept lowercase. Okay, so that's about it for the sorting. And the last one is to check if category is present. Show only selected category items. So if query keys dot includes category, and then my query, and here we will not use where, because if we use where, then it will replace whatever we have in the memory, okay, previously. So here instead of where, we will use and where. Okay, I don't think we have or where. Oh, we have it. Okay, my bad. So we'll use and where. So this and this. So category dot title, and this category is coming from this alias. Okay, so don't get confused. And again we will use a placeholder cat. So this cat will get its value from my category. Yeah, simple. So after all these stuff, I'll return await my query dot get many. Simple. Okay, so let's quickly give it a try. All right, before moving further, let's give it a try. I will go back, first check my server. It's running. We don't have any errors. That's good. Let's go to the get request here, and I have first post. I'll first try to sort with let's say ascending. So oops, so it throws an error, undefined or null to an object here. All right, let's see, what did we miss? Okay, the thing is we don't have the query, and we are not passing the query here. Okay, that I missed, my bad. So let's quickly use the query decorator here. Again, imported from Nest.js common. So this will capture any query, and so we will pass it here. You see, so this again is is coming from where is it, query, yeah, there it is, Nest.js common. So now save the changes, go back and hit send. There we go, we get the result here. Okay, but it's not giving us both the records. So now let's see, we have, okay, we only have one post here. Let's create another post, second post, and this will be testing query strings. Okay, authentication, again it will be a challenge. At this moment we don't have the user objects. I'll change it to 1 for the moment. Okay, and hit send. We have the second post. Now we will have 2 posts here. Okay, let's sort it. Now descending. So second post is on top and first is at the bottom. Let's see if ascending works. Yeah, it works. And let me filter with category equals to so this is, both of them are uncategorized. Typically go here and change a little bit. Sorry, post, refresh it. So I'll change the category. Where is category? To gaming. Okay, save the changes. I'm doing it for quicker results. Now, oh sorry, it's empty. I'm sorry. Gaming, so we only got the gaming one. And if I uncategorized, I'll get the first post. Perfect, it's working. And if let's see the last one, title equals to second or sec, we still get get the post. And let's say category equals to travel, so we should get an empty array because there is no post matching this criteria. So our find method is perfectly working fine. And if I remove the query string, I should get all the posts. Okay, perfect. Now let's quickly create another method here to get post by slug. Right now we are fetching post by ID only. I'll create a method, name it find by slug, and this expects a slug as a parameter, and I'll use the try catch block here. So I'll try to fetch a post using await this dot repo dot find one, and in the conditions I'll simply pass the slug, and if it's found I'll return the post, else I'll throw new bad request exception. I'll say post with slug and the slug value from the parameter not found. Okay, save the changes. Let's quickly give it a try. We don't have a route here, so let's quickly create another route here that should be similar to what we have. And if you give it a name as slug, it won't work because both of them look similar, so you have to modify it a little bit. It will be slash slug, then the slug value, and this should be slug. Okay, and the method will be find by slug. Okay, now let's give it a try, and should be find by slug. Save the changes, see your terminal, no errors. Go back to your method here, posts slug, and let's say a second post. Okay, we are getting the post, and this is a single post. If I type first post, I'll get a first post, and if I say first post, this should actually give me an error, or I can use the other method here, find one, oh, not here, or fail, save. Okay, it should fail now actually. There you go. Bad request, message post with slug first post not found, and I get an error. It's always good to use this method because this would fail if the post is not found, but this would never fail. Okay, that's why we are doing it here like this. All right, next is my update method. So earlier we were using the update function. We will not use it because this will not trigger any hooks or events that we might have defined. So let's refactor it, and I'll use the same methodology here. I'll find the post with the slug. Okay, so instead of ID, I'll replace this with slug because I don't want the ID to be used to find the post. And if the post is not found, simply throw new bad request exception, post not found, or else first I'll simply change the modified on value with the new date, and the value will be date.now. Oops. So the current value will be stored in the modified on property, and the category will be update post tto.category. Okay, so if you remember, we kept it as optional in the create create post here. Where is the DTO? This property is optional. I'll also add one more property here, and that will be my category ID. I'll make it a number, and category ID, this I need to provide during the creation of a new post. If I leave it blank, although it's optional, if I leave it blank, it will default to number 3, which is the uncategorized value. Okay, so let's do it. Save the changes. And once you update the category in the post object, so we'll have to assign it using the assign method. So post, and this will be update post DTO, because update post DTO does not have the modified on property there. All right, so that's why we are doing it like this here. And once this is done, I'll return this dot repo dot save post. This will give me the updated post here. Similarly, for the remove method, I'll remove this. I'll again fetch the post, so await, basically doing the same thing here, but with the ID. Okay, and if the post is not found, and if it's found, we'll await this dot repo dot remove post. Okay, so this actually removes the post and executes any hooks if present, and once that is done, we'll return a custom message, say success is true, and the post. Okay, so that's about it. Later on, we'll add couple of endpoints for the file upload and the picture upload. I mean, all those stuff that we'll do in the later portion of this tutorial. But let's quickly fix this quickly. Where is this quickly appearing? Okay, yeah. So patch is not an ID anymore. So my update method expects a slug. Okay, so slug, and remove the plus sign. Save the changes. Check your terminal. Let's do a quick update. Okay, let's let me create a new request here, and a patch request. So slug will be first underscore post, and the body, so it should be this one. So I'm only planning to update title. So let's say first post title updated. Let's hit send. There we go. And now if you fetch all the posts, remove this and fetch all the posts, so you see the title got updated. Wonderful. We can also try to remove the post, and let's say post number 1, success true, and this was the post that got removed. So now if you fetch all the posts, it won't have it. So this pretty much concludes the video, and I hope you have learned something new, and you have seen how we can use the query builder here to create complex queries within minutes and without writing a single line of SQL statement. And we will be using query builder in the future also. So if you have any questions, any doubts, please put those in the comment section of this video. I'll be more than happy to answer your queries, and I'll see you in the next video where we will start working on the authentication part. So till then, please don't forget to hit the like button on this video and subscribe to my channel in case you haven't done yet, and also share this video with your friends. So I'll see you in the next video. Till then, stay safe and happy learning. Bye bye.